Hello, I'm Isabel,
And I'm Miriam, and we are the Divining Divas.
and today we're going to talk about, because we're going into Pisces, so we're going to talk about how to stay with our emotions.
Instead of overcoming negative feelings
Mm,
or anything painful, is that do you push through them or do you overcome them or go someplace in your body for sure, but just how do you stay with those feelings? Because in order for them to change, you still really need to feel them and be okay. That takes some objectivity sometimes, but if you know what they are. So
right.
I'm going to pull a
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to pull a card on that. How to stay with our feelings. Hmm. So here we get our guy, the Emperor.
Oh,
So what's neat about this is that the emperor is a major arcana card, and he's a really control kind of guy, but in a very kind way. And this is telling us to stick with it with strength. In order for an emperor to lead, he really has to be objective.
mhm.
So and yet stay with what he's feeling and what people his court and the people that he rules over, how they feel, but to kind of take control in that way and said, "Okay, I'm gonna just stick with this, and I'm going to be a bit objective so that I don't get overwhelmed with those emotions."
The emperor is ruled by the sign of Aries, by the planet Mars, and one of the emotions that can rule the emperor is passion, and it can be anger, or it can be fierce joy, and so the emperor is a good one for this because it speaks of recognizing, okay, what is it that I'm feeling right now, and going with this, as opposed to being controlled by it. The emperor is a very good lesson in staying with it.
And the other thing that you're reminding me of to point out is that this is a major arcana card. So if
Absolutely.
it's a major arcana card, that means that it's like a major deal. It's giving you a
Mhm.
major lesson. So it's not just in this instance that also see, hmm, where else do these feelings come up?
Mhm. Mhm.
Where else? And see if there's a pattern there.
Oh yeah. I have a colleague, and maybe you know Joyce Selden, Miriam, who has written a book about emotions called The Owner's Manual, Emotions, the Owner's Manual. And in it, she goes through all of the emotions and feelings that we may have, sadness, anger, uh, um, fear. And so exercises for each one of them. And how important to really recognize, which emotion or feeling am I feeling at any given time, so that I could speak to it, I could let it speak to me. At the same time, it's a choice that we're making. We're in charge. We're owning our emotions, as opposed to being owned by them and overcome. So, oh, I get the Ace of Swords. So the sword represents the element of air. Remember, the emotions are about the element of water, right? Very fluid. And the Ace of Swords is the element of air. So it's about having objectivity and clarity. Again, what is it? Which emotion am I having right now? Am I angry? Am I fearful? Am I sad? Where is it that I am? And the Ace is a new beginning. So it says this card is giving us a new perspective as in how to look at our emotion, or how to deal with them, how to negotiate with them, and how to learn from them, and offering us clarity, deep, deep clarity. What do you have to say about this one, Miriam?
I just think it's trust. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm,
You really said everything is trust, and really like, okay, what is that emotion I'm feeling?
mm, good
Nice.
one. Yeah. So give us your comments. How do you um, experience your emotions? Do you write about them? Do you sing with them? Do you dance with them? Do you walk with them? Do you go to sleep? Give us your comments. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us.